Dover Government School is among the 14 emergency shelters throughout the state that was retrofitted and upgraded to better accommodate persons with disabilities and the elderly. Funding for the projects came from the Canada Caribbean Disaster Risk Management Fund. Delivering remarks at a ceremony to hand over the project at the school was Benoit Pierre-Ladomès, Senior Director for the Caribbean Regional Development Program.
The work here in Grenada, and more specifically in Carriacou, is important in demonstrating that no one should be left behind. If shelters are not accessible to those with disability, then they will be unlikely to seek refuge, and as a result, will face a much greater threat, especially if their own homes are unable to withstand the impact. Natural hazards impact people in different ways as a result of existing inequalities, discrimination, and gender-based expectation. Underlying vulnerability of a population are typically exacerbated in a disaster. So these differences must be assessed, acknowledged, and the information used to strengthen preparation for everyone.
3 shelters were retrofitted with restroom facilities for persons with disabilities. Hilary Gabriel, coordinator at the Grenada Council of the Disabled, said the project is a timely one.
Through our colleagues, NADMA was very timely. The project sought to ensure the retrofitting and upgrading to emergency shelters such as the schools, community centers for persons with disabilities and the elderly. The small tri-island state of Grenada is vulnerable to natural hazards. As a result, it faces threats to its economy, infrastructure, properties, and populace. Disaster risk management, including preparedness, mitigation, recovery, is crucial for our nation. Central to this process is information provision and dissemination in order to enhance the public's understanding and management of these hazards. The GNCD could not sit idly by and not assist with this project. We did so not by cash, but it has value to what we did. By equipping this new facility here at Dover Government School with assistive devices to assist persons with disabilities and the elderly in the event of a natural disaster.
Minister for Carriacou and Petty Martinic Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Kindra Maturin Stewart, also delivered remarks at the ceremony.
This facility, this project, is such a facility that will now provide some assurance that emergency shelters in our communities are becoming more and more accommodating for elderly and for persons physically challenged. This project, I must add, is quite fitting and timely as we together as a community, as islands and as countries prepare ourselves or ready ourselves to respond adequately to natural disasters such as hurricanes. And I want to impress upon this community, a community of which I belong to, that it is our responsibility to take proper care of this facility and to ensure that it serves its purpose for which it is built.
A commemorative plaque for the project at the school was unveiled. 5 shelters were outfitted with ramps for wheelchair access and 1 shelter with an existing ramp resurfaced, while 7 shelters were outfitted with water tanks for emergency water storage. The cost of retrofitting and upgrading a number of those emergency shelters was valued at EC $198,000.